Okay, so it is 2 weeks.
Oh.
As of today, tomorrow I'll upload this, but as of today, which is Sunday, 14 more days, 2 weeks
And
until
I may
the premiere.
die.
We've had a lot of good stuff lately, a lot of good promos, good articles.
Things that make you go,
Yeah, very confused now. So what we're doing today is we've done Top 12 Eric, Lafayette, Jason, Pam, Jessica, and Hoyt. So now this week and next week we're doing other characters, and this is just kind of random. Only our number one is the one we picked to actually be our number one. Everything else is just ones that we loved. No order. And no particular characters. We tried to make it kind of even, 2 apiece from ones that are on the show a lot, and 1 apiece from ones that aren't, except for Bill and Sookie. We tried to pick 4 each for each of them because, you know, they're the main characters so far. So, we are going to...
And this was actually very hard because this is a very good television show.
We have a lot of favorite moments. So you're going to get part 1 of this week and part 2 of this next week. But we're going to start with Missy's number 24. You want to set it up?
This was in season 3.
Which we were very surprised after we made this list that it is predominantly season 3.
The other characters developed so much better.
Yes.
In season 3. In season 3, it is it is the only clip I think that we have Alcide in.
Yes. We're not big fans of Alcide.
No, not at all. It is after Sookie got some horrible news from Bill.
Yes. Okay, so Missy's number 24.
All I know is no matter how well you think you know somebody, they can still turn around and kick you right in the nutsack.
I don't have a nutsack.
What had happened is Bill had called and told her he didn't want to be with her anymore, right?
And that he was with Lorena.
The way only vampires can be. This was probably the instant. I was so mad at him up to that point. Well, I wasn't as mad because he had been kidnapped, but then when he did that, unlike the books, he wasn't forced to. He did it on his own free will. He wanted to be with her.
Well, he was compelled to do it by his maker, but
no, she didn't.
In the books.
It
was still, if your maker compels you to do something, it's almost
in the
impossible
books.
not
In
to.
the show, she didn't compel him to do her.
No, that was...
And I was just
quite a scene.
Done. I don't know if y'all remember our videos after that night. Once he did her, that was it for me. He was a cheater. I even went on Facebook and told everybody that Bill Compton was a lying, cheating, I don't remember, scumbag. I don't remember. But I just thought that was funny because...
it was good timing.
Very good timing.
Just deadpan.
Very good timing.
I don't know if I could even said that without laughing.
I know. I know. But it is something that guys always say stuff like that to you. And you're like, I don't understand that analogy. I don't have those. So it was just really funny. So.
Okay, my number 23. Bill is going shopping for Jessica. And the lady who is helping him figures out that he's a vampire. So she has an offer to make for him. So.
And someone else
shows up. Okay, my number 23.
You're funny. And cold. Well, you're not.
I am vampire. Yes.
Tell you what. Why don't you come with me to the dressing room and I could model this for you?
That's very kind of you. But no thank you.
You sure now?
I am. Good evening, old sport. Eric? It's the new me. You like? I do. Very much.
Oh. Okay. Whew.
I love the grin on his face.
And that is how you wear a tracksuit. Thank you very much. That was just funny.
I love the grin on his face.
And I don't know if you could see it in that scene, you know, Bill's shopping for Jessica so that she will no longer look like a slattern.
Yes.
And the rack he's on is the $7.99 rack. He's such a cheapskate.
Yes. That was a problem I had with him.
Yes.
Through the books, too. That was one of the reasons why when people say, well, what about it? What has Eric done to Sookie? Look at all... What did he do to Sookie? Nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Missy's number 23.
Okay. So this is why Tara, who I love, who's a bit like me as well, as far as her temper is concerned. But I thought that, I guess it was probably more season 2. We found out why Tara is the way Tara is. Because of her mother and stuff.
But this was in season 1.
Right, and this is in season 1. She loved Jason, and it was very predominant in season 1, which they haven't had since then. And I just thought this flashback showed all of that.
Yes. And why. Why she loved Jason.
Right.
Okay, Missy's number 23.
Sarah, Sookie ain't home.
No, just please let me in, okay?
I'm gonna crack you what you ain't never gonna forget.
Is there a problem here?
You bet your tiny white ass is a problem. Little bitch hit my Captain Morgan.
I didn't hide him, Mom. I threw it out. Don't.
Look, my gran's at the market and I ain't supposed to let anyone in while she's gone.
You let her in?
Well, I know her.
Mama, let him go.
Maybe I should call Sheriff Dearborn so he can come out here and throw you in jail, where I guarantee ain't no Captain Morgan gonna be waiting for you.
This ain't over.
I just thought that showed, number one, how intricate they were in her lives, you know. What would she have done without Sookie and Jason and Gran, you know? And the mother was horrible. No wonder she's the way she is. Who says that to their child? And Jason wasn't scared of nothing back then, neither.
No.
I mean, that must have came from, I guess, losing his parents and everything. I just thought it was a really, whoever wrote that scene really thought about Tara and thought about Jason and why she would still have that for Jason after all those years, even though there had never been anything that happened. So it was a very good scene. It was actually a scene that I had never forgotten. It was so powerful. So.
Okay, my number 23 is just one of those funny little random things. Bill has just had to fight the werewolves, and then Russell Edgington comes. And Cooter is not real happy with Bill.
Cooter actually comes up a couple times in these scenes.
Okay, my number 23.
You're about to get deader, dead-ass motherfucker. Cooter!
Back off. Cooter? Seriously?
I love his voice in that. Seriously?
We have a friend, I'm not going to say the name, but we have a friend who has a husband that has a name very similar to that. And every time she says it, that's exactly what I think. Seriously? How can I seriously take this man as a man seriously if his name is something similar to Cooter?
And it was just funny. I mean, just, we may call other things close to something called Cooter. So
she does, I don't.
And it just, and he looked like a Cooter. It just, oh my gosh, that was so, whoever sat around that writer's table and said, let's name this dude Cooter, I know they all laughed. So, and somebody said, seriously, we're going to name the head of the werewolf people Cooter? So.
All right, Missy's number 22.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Franklin, which Carissa wanted to be her boyfriend.
I didn't want him to be my boyfriend. I did want to hang out with him. He was hilarious.
Crystal had some kind of weird Franklin thing going on. I really worried about her there for a while. I agree, Franklin is so funny. Whoever decided, that the homicidal maniac, which, as Mom says, they're all homicidal maniacs because they kill people. And I tried to explain to her, like, for 25 minutes last night how vampires cannot kill you even if they drink your blood. She does not go for it, by the way. But this was, I don't know, whoever wrote Franklin, it was just so,
He was great.
He was either terrifying or hilarious. There was no in between for Franklin.
No.
And he could be terrifyingly hilarious.
And I hate that he's gone. I hate it. I loved Franklin.
Told ya.
Okay, Missy's number 22.
We need to talk.
Don't say that. Women say that, everything goes black, and I wake up surrounded by body parts.
And you know how every movie you see or TV show, when somebody says we need to talk, the other person says, oh, don't say that. I know what that means. It's always bad. But with Franklin, it's, oh, no, don't say that. I wake up with body parts. I mean, only a crazy vampire would say those things.
That has become one of the big famous lines
around here
from the show. Yeah. Okay, my number 22. Sam has met his parents, his biological parents, and his brother. And they show up at his bar. Okay, wait. And he offers to buy them lunch. So they kind of take advantage of this by getting a lot of liquor too. But this was one of those so funny, so funny. This is why we love Tommy. So here's my number 22.
And I will save my commentary for later.
You talk to me like I'm some kind of drunk.
Well, you are drunk.
Dude, you throw a punch, you're so one of us.
This is our family. This is my husband's family. I'm telling you that it goes through my mind. Oh, God, you throw a punch, I know you're this. I know you're that.
Okay, Missy's number 21.
This had to be on this list.
Yes.
Okay, it absolutely had to be. If you were ranking them, I would think it would want to be one of the biggest moments in True Blood, for a bad way. And probably one of the biggest, in my opinion, one of the biggest moments in television, because I still can't figure out how the hell they did it. And I will never, it is the only time that we did not watch True Blood together. Something, she was sick or something, or my husband was sick, so me and my husband were in our bedroom.
No, actually, I was coming back we had gone to Memphis to visit my husband's family. And I got back into town about 3 minutes before True Blood started. Squealed, tires pulling in sideways into my driveway to get inside.
Together.
We always watch together.
So I was like a little bit ahead of her. She said, go ahead and start watching it. And so I started watching it. And, that ended what I'm getting ready to show you ended the show that night.
And I was about 5 minutes behind watching it on my DVR. And she called about 5 minutes and was like, have you seen it? And I said, no, hang on. And I knew instantly when I saw it exactly what she was talking about.
And me and my husband both were like, did you just see him?
Oh, I know. This is one of those times I wish we had not only watched it together, but that I had the camera on during the show, because the reactions that all of us had would have been priceless. And I will have the camera on during the show this year because...
Well, I rewound that about 100 times to try to figure out...
how in God's name they did it.
And if I really saw what I had saw.
Okay, so here's Missy's number 21.